Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift bonus vid. What is going on? Thank you so much, everybody who showed up to the weekend shift live. That was awesome. It's been a few weeks. Thank you so much for being there. That was fun. We're going to keep the strat going and keep the strat alive for Rob Smith. I'm going to keep showing you the whole strat and nothing but the strat. The time frame continuity is flipped. It's flipped, and that's when trading gets difficult because we've had our trend. It's been going to the upside. Let me go which way do I want to show this? My screens are different. The trend's been going up in these charts. The trend's been going up, and then all of a sudden, boop, it started trending down. We had a 2-2 reversal back up on SPY on the daily. 3-1-2 reversal up on the 60s. We had everything that said they're going back to the highs. And then around lunchtime, things slowed down. And then 2-2 reversal back down on the 60s, which created an outside bar on the daily. All right. Scenario 3 on the daily. We're going to look at that very soon. What I will say is we had a reason to trade to the highs, and then we had a reason to get out. All right. Most people don't have a trading system. They don't have a trading method at all, and they are getting wrecked. I don't want you to be that guy or gal. I don't want you to get chewed up. I don't want you to whittle down the money that you in your account because you're trying to do what all these other people, just keep shorting it, or just keep buying calls, or, it's selling. We know it's selling to the downside, but just keep averaging down. We don't average losers, okay? We don't do that. Only losers average losers, all right? So go check out thestratsoldier.com. Check out my execution course. Check out my strat trade checklist course. If you don't know anything about trading, check out my ebook, From Zero to Trading. There's a lot of information that you need to decide before you even start trading. And once you do, I want you to be able to do it take the right path, all right? Don't be messing around with them penny stocks and crypto and all this other crazy nonsense. Do it right, and then once you expand, once you get your knowledge, then you can start trading things like options and things like that. All right, but I want you to be able to create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops with just common shares. Because if you can't do it with just common shares, you can't do it with options. All right, options give you control of 100. The same capital with less capital gives you the same buying power as 100 shares. All right. If you can't handle 2 shares of stock and how to get in and when to get out, you can't handle 100. The same movement as 100 shares in something. You can't. All right. I'm telling you right now I'm telling you you can't. I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm saying you don't have the skill set yet. All right, develop those skills. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. Let's look at some charts. All right. This is SPY. When I trade, I have all 4 time frames just like this. All right, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. All right. We had a 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s yesterday, and then they sold it back down in the afternoon. All right, they bought it up and they sold it down. They bought it up and they sold it down. All right, this is a scenario 3. I'm looking at TrendSpider right now. This is a scenario 3. All right, on a smaller time frame, we know this is a broadening formation. What do I mean by that? I mean with a scenario 3, they took out the highs, they took out the lows. All right. We know in the broadening formation, they test the highs, they test the lows. All right, here's that scenario 3 on the daily chart. Here's your 60-minute charts. All right, here's Friday. Scenario 3, back up. 2-1-2 reversal back up. It was great. 2-2 reversal back up on the day, confirming they're buying today. They're buying it right now, and they're buying today. All right, now, real quick, remember what this looks like, because I'm going to go to AMD. To the highs, 3-1-2 reversal back up. All right, a reversal back up on the day. All right, here's your 60s. They're buying AMD. It was great. All right, Tesla. I just want to show you why I'm always talking about SPY. Tesla, 2-2 reversal back up on the day. Well, it did end up going down, but yesterday it was 2-2 reversal back up on the day, and you had 3-1-2 reversal on the 60s. All right. Netflix, NFLX. NFLX. This was I tried this. I wanted to be in this because the hammer and force on the week. It just kept trying to poke itself above 430. Anytime it was above 430, they were buying. All right, and this was forming a hammer on the day. I'm like, okay, here we go. 312 reversal back up. It was great. It hit magnitude at 435. It got all up to 436. Then they started selling it down. It became a shooter on the 60s. And just as you saw on all those charts, it sold to the downside. All right, bought it in the morning, sold it in the afternoon. Amazon was awesome. AMZN, and you had a reason to short this thing. All right, you could have shorted this two inside and down. All right, inside bar down. Oh, all right, so inside and down. You could have shorted this thing and then reconfirmation that they're selling it on the day as the day went red. All right, even though there's buyers on the month and buyers on the week, we want to look at this shooter for next week. Is that shooter gonna go in force at 139.32 and then get all the way down to 129.84? We don't know. All right, we don't know. But daggone it, is if that goes 2-2 reversal in force to the downside and the rest of the market is continuing to sell to the downside, I'm definitely gonna look at this shooter and I'm definitely gonna work it as far as I can. All right, is it gonna go to 4? Is it gonna go to 133? Is it gonna go all the way down to 129? We will see. All right, but we're gonna trade what's actually happening on the charts. Let's go to the weekly setups. All right, weekly setups. I don't have much in here right now. We're looking at American Express. There's a shooter on the week, which we confirm that there's sellers on the month, and it's really close to going 2-2 reversal back down on the month at 163. 163. If this shooter goes in force on AXP and it hits magnitude, it will be a 2-2 reversal back down on the month. All right, right now sellers are in control of American Express. Carvana, people are being forced to take profits on this. It came out of the ashes. It's been great for all these weeks. It's been great for these few months, but now shooter on the month, will they be forced to take profits? All right, and that shooter goes in force at $42.53, and it hits magnitude at $39.70. All right, if that goes in force and hits magnitude, that's some good profit. All right, let's see how far they want to take it. Netflix again, shooter. Now that this hammer did not go in, it did go in force for a little bit. You could have took some profits, but it didn't. Now we know for a fact it's not going up in here. Now we have a shooter counter hammer. All right, shooter counter hammer. We're about to turn all these people that bought in here into sellers if this shooter goes in force at 425.21, and the magnitude on that is 411.88. All right, at 411.88, I'm going to blow this up. This thing goes 2-2 reversal back down on the month. How far are they going to take it? Not sure, but I know for a fact this goes in force. This will be full time frame continuity to the downside. If you have the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner, I have got it updated for anything that is 2 up on the week but red. All right, so Adobe. All right, you got to go through these. You need to go through these things though. There's a shooter on AIG. There's a shooter. All right, possible pivot machine gun. Amazon is green on this, but again, we're looking at that shooter on the daily. You got to go through this on your own though. Okay, got to go through this on your own. Some of these signals are not. There's a shooter Momo. There's a Momo shooter on Disney. All right, it's been getting killed. All right, it's been getting killed. What I'm saying, you got to go through these charts. You got to look at them yourself, because like Fang. There's no reason why you want to short Fang. All right, it's been going to the highs. So you want to go to this scanner. You want to look at, you want to make sure you're looking at the correct thing. You're looking for actionable signals. Where's Boeing's on this thing? All right, Boeing potential 2-2 reversal back down. That's something you want to put on your weekly watch list. All right, that's something you want to put on your weekly watch list. Bam, weekly signals. All right, yes, boom, weekly signals. All right, it's in there. That easy. So There's a lot of setups in here. There's a lot of homework for you to do. All right, there's 102 charts. Doesn't mean all of them are going to be going down. Doesn't mean all of them are going to be good. All right, what I'm saying is do your homework, draw your broadening formations, create your trading plans. All right, create your trading plans. Know where you want to be at, and know why you want to be in there. All right, something like that. Broadening formation on Boeing, something around in there. All right. They tested the high. It was trading sideways for a long time. They got it to the highs. Now they're going to bring it back down. Profit taking, yes. Look at the months. This is profit taking. All right, it's not completely killing this Boeing, but it could be some good magnitude to the downside. All right, let's go back to the broader averages real quick. Dow Jones doing the same thing. Outside week to the downside. I would draw my broadening formation on this thing like this. Again, remember they test the highs, test the lows, test the highs. Now they're going to be testing the lows. QQQ, same thing, outside week to the downside. I was drawing some stuff on the show, showing some things, but you can see where it's a mess in here, right? If there's too much on the charts, go ahead and click some stuff off. There's your broadening formation on the daily, just so you can see that. All right, just working its way down. All right, not completely getting killed, but it's inside month. Who is in control? Time frame continuity. It's the sellers. The sellers in control right now. XLU with the utilities. 2-2 reversal back down on the week. 2-2 reversal back down on the month. That's something I want to know about. All right, 2-2 reversal back down on the month. Could be some easy things to short. All right. XRT retail, I was talking about how this thing is trying to work its way back to the highs, but SPY killed that. All right, everything went simultaneous break to the downside, potential 2-2 reversal back down on the day, and on the week it could go, I wouldn't call that a shooter, maybe an ugly shooter, but definitely, oh, hold on, definitely you'll want to watch this thing. All right, below 166, or excuse me, below $66.40, you have a potential pivot machine gun if they wreck this thing. If the market continues to lows and they can just sell it all the way down, all right, you got some nice targets there. But right now, retail not getting killed. All right, could be some profit taking. All right. Retail not getting killed, so you're going to go in the retail stocks. You're going to find things that are doing the same thing. All right, XLK tech at the top of the broadening formation on the week, and once it gets to the top of the broadening formation, we're looking for the reversal back down, and that's exactly what it's doing. Excuse me. All right, and it is 2 down on the month. No, it's inside month. Sorry about that. All right, inside on the month. Let's check this scanner. Yep, it's inside on the month. All right, inside on the month. It's got a couple more pennies to go before it continuously, before it goes 2-2 reversal back down on the month. All right, and if that goes in force, that'll go down to 163. All right, so we want to watch these weeks. We want to watch these weeks. They're taking profits on here. XLE's been doing great. Currently inside month. No, 2 up on the month, but red. Look at your weeks. XLE going great. The only thing with XLE that's hard, if you look at these 60s, they will buy it up and then they dump it. All right, you got to be careful with XLE. It's good to trade. You can see the overall trend is going up. You see that. The overall trend is going up. But you got to know where your stops are, and you got to know why do I want to be in this? What evidence do I have that I want to be in this, okay? Because even here, this hammer went in force right here. This Momo hammer went in force, but they brought it right back down. Even though it's continuing the highs, 212 continuation up on the week, all right? Even then, the week ends as a doji, all right? So it's not easy, is what I'm saying. Even though the trend is going up, you want to be in XLE, you want to hold this thing, but it's not easy. You got some gap downs, you got this thing, gap up, you know, it's messy, all right? So be careful, be careful. You can look at Oxy. You can look at. There's a lot of people talking about Oxy. Let's look at Oxy real quick. Oxy to the highs. All right. They end up selling it off at the end of the day. Again in the morning, buy it up, sell it down. That's what they did. All right. But Thursday and Friday would have been really good on this. All right, Oxy. So you want to go down those individual names. All right, and look for stocks that are in your favor. Biotech going to the lows, continuously going to the lows. 3 weeks down, 2 reversal down on the month. Healthcare inside month, 2 reversal back down on the week. Here's your days. They just been selling this thing down, so not great. For next week, we are probably looking for a 2 continuation down. The magnitude on that is 130. Look for reversals into that though. Okay, you do have a Momo shooter on the day. Consumer staples inside month, 2 reversal back down on the week. Here's your days. Here's your 60s. All right, Thursday, buy it up, sell it down, and Friday, sell it some more. That's what that says. That's what that shows. So I want you to be able to create those winning positions, add to them, and defend them with tight stops. If you take a loss, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It doesn't mean you walk around your house and be mopey because everything's terrible. No, it means did you cut the loser? Assess what happened in the trade. Did you cut the losing position? Or are you still in it? If you're still in it, you need to cut it. All right, we want to be in our winners. We want to hold our winners, and we want to cut our losers fast. Once you know what buys and sells look like, once you go to the stratsoldier.com, check out my courses, check out the webinars, check out the one-on-one courses. The one-on-ones. I need to put some dates up there for August. I have not done that yet. But once you do that, and you know what buys and sells look like, and when you know, okay, this is a losing position, now it turns into, how long do I want to be in this loser? Do I have any more evidence that this thing is going to reverse back up? If there's no evidence, cut it. Cut it. There's no reason for me to stay in this thing. I'm getting out. All right? There's no reason, especially for trading options. There's no reason to hold this thing down till about 40% loss, 50% loss, 60, 70% loss. There's traders out here that says that's okay. You'll make it back on the next trade. That's not good advice. All right? You taking 40% loss on a trade is not good. All right? It needs to be 5 to 10%. Like, I'm out. All right, 10% needs to be your nope. I'd rather you cut it and then get back in if you can. I'd rather you cut it and get back in than just hold through all that pain. All right. Yeah, same thing with trading common shares. The more shares you put on, the more money you got on the line. All right, the more capital you're using. All right, so I don't want you to hold through pain. You know what I mean? I don't want you to hold through these 2 reversal back down on the day and on the outside day on the 60s, or excuse me, the dailies, hoping that the buyers come back in. All right? We don't do that. Just cut it. Just cut the losers. And then once there is going to be a new participation group next week. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're looking for reconfirmation of selling. If you don't trade options and you don't trade, if you don't trade options, you don't short, you don't have a margin account to short things, then stay out. Then stay out of the charts. Look for buyers, but if there's nothing there, stay out. That's okay. All right. The strat shows us when to get in, when to get out, and when to do nothing. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. This is the Strat Soldier. Go check out thestratsoldier.com. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.